Do you want your pizza dough to come out looking like this? Like this? Like this? How about this? Or like this? If you do, stay tuned. Let's get it.
First, I'm going to zero the scale out. And then I'm going to add the flour. To the bowl. Now we're going to add some salt. Everything gets weighed down to the gram. Everything. Very important. Get the exact measurements when baking. That way, everything comes out the same way every time. Alright, now we'll just add the salt to our bowl here. You can see it. Add the salt in with the yeast. And now we're going to add some sugar next. Put that back on. Sugar's in the bowl. Next, we're going to have to get some olive oil in here. We're going to need some water. Add in the water. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this paddle here. We're not going to use the dough hook right now. We're going to use this paddle and we're just going to mix all the contents. We're just going to mix the flour, the yeast, the sugar, the salt. We're going to mix all that up right now. Just going to mix it up on a low speed. slowly start adding our water. We'll just let that hydrate just a little bit. This is going to be a high hydration flour, about 70% hydration, so a little higher than normal. But what this does is this helps to get your pizza nice, light, airy, fluffy, and most importantly, crispy. That's what everybody likes, a little crispiness to their pizza. And so we'll let it hydrate for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll add the oil. Okay, now we're going to start this back up, and we're going to add the oil. I'm going a little slower here. Add the oil in nice and slow. The reason why we let it sit for 5 minutes, we wanted the dough to hydrate before we start mixing the oil in. Oil and water don't go together, so you want it to be hydrated before you actually start adding the oil. Do now, I'm just going to lightly oil these bowls because this is where my dough's going to go into. So I'm just going to lightly oil these bowls here. Not a whole lot, just to make it easier so when you take the dough out, it's not sticking to the bowl. So we'll just lightly oil it. Not going to go too crazy. Lightly oil this one as well. Just using a little bit of olive oil. You can use whatever you have, but I like using olive oil. I use olive oil with everything. I'm going to use this here for our bigger dough ball. 30-ounce dough ball is going to go in here. This is what we're going to use for our Sicilian time. Very lightly oiled, just to help when you got to take the dough ball out. That's so it doesn't stay. All right, so we're done with that. Lightly flour the table because this dough, since it's such a high hydration and it's very wet, it's going to be difficult to handle. It's going to stick to my hands. So I'm gonna have to put a little bit of this on my hands as well, just so I can work with it. And we'll add flour as needed. I'll flour everything, the dough cutter and everything. Try to get a little bit of this on my hands. On the table. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me try to turn this just a little bit. Very wet. Very wet, very sticky. The reason why it's so wet is that, again, we use the higher hydration. I guess average pizzerias use about 58, 59% hydration. I went with 70. This is pretty high. Feels amazing. I kneaded a couple of times. Feels like it's going to be a really good dough. Get our little portions here. I'll try to cut this. I'll try to get some, I don't want to dirty this up too much. I'll try to get some saran wrap. I already had a little piece laying in my drawer there. Dough balls here. I'm trying to get 30 ounces. It's 22. That's going to be close enough. Just a little bit here. A little bit too much. Cut this in half. Perfect. 30 exactly. Exactly. Now we're going to try to get a couple of 20-ounce dough balls out of this. This is 19. Good measure. All right, perfect. Perfect. All right, let's heat this up a little bit. Really stick it to the table. Starting to stick to my hand already. Yep. I'll try to form a nice little dough ball. Stick it to my hand. Oops, see that? Gotta move quick with this high hydration. So we're folding it, and then we're gonna try to pinch it closed here at the bottom. All right. It's too wet. This is really wet. We're gonna place this in our bowl. We're gonna place this in a bowl, leave it like such. We'll come back and put a little bit of oil on top of that, but now we're gonna work on the next dough ball. Doesn't create a little hard shell. So I'm put a little oil around the top there. You can use a little brush, you can use your fingers, it doesn't matter. Alright, we'll see you in 3 days. That's what we're going to do. These dough balls ferment for about anywhere from 48 to 72 hours. So today is Saturday. So I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of Monday, Tuesday, we'll be having pizza. Somewhere in that neighborhood. And what we don't use, we can freeze these dough balls. To put them in the freezer for 3 months or so. Longer, you could put them in there longer if you like. They'll last longer. For 3 months, I usually don't go past a month or so, but they won't go bad for a while. So that's oiled. Now we're going to oil the big boy. This is the 30 ounce. This is going to be our Sicilian pie. Still don't know what type of Sicilian I'm gonna make. So many different ways I could go with this. I can just make a regular traditional Sicilian, or I can just make something that's gonna be exotic. I tend to like to go on the exotic side of things. But there we go. It's all oiled up. And we'll see you in 2 to 3 days. All right. Those will go into the fridge, and that's it, folks. Our dough is done for the day. Bon appetit, peoples. Bon appetit. She already bit.
She's got.
I'm gonna go for
Come
another
on, let's
bite.
go. Let's go. Let's go. Crunch don't lie, peoples.